Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent black people. And I wanted to share a story with you that I just found on the New York Post. Basically, Planned Parenthood has finally realized something that many of us have known for a long time, which is that Margaret Sanger was a horrible, horrible racist. And her reasons for wanting abortion clinics in every black community across America was because she didn't want black people to exist. But also, she met with the Ku Klux Klan. She supported sterilization of people that she considered to be unfit for reproduction, which that usually ends up meaning us, right? They don't want us reproducing. So she supported forced sterilization. Also, she wanted to place so-called illiterates, paupers, unemployables, criminals, prostitutes, and dope fiends on farms and in open spaces as long as necessary for the strengthening and development of moral conduct. So she basically was an interesting person. It seems like not every view was necessarily insane, but her view on black people, I think, was pretty clear. And I think that it also reminds a lot of us of the connection between a lot of the liberals that we consider to be our friends and their relationship to people like the Margaret Sangers of the world, and basically why much of what they want for black people is not always good for black people. A lot of times they want things for you that are going to be harmful for you, and they do that under the guise of being your friends. And so, and this is not new. Malcolm X knew this. Malcolm X warned us long ago about liberals, and it's not to say that if you're liberal and you're trying to be good, you're trying to be helpful, that you can't be a good person. It just means that we're not you. What we need is not what you need. What we want is not what you want. We want to drive our bus, even if it's not the nicest, shiniest bus. We want it to be ours. I think that there's a huge movement in the black community for black people to gain what I consider to be a type of sovereignty. Sovereignty means the ability to make your own decision. It means freedom. It means the true rights, like real rights, not civil rights. Civil rights were nice and they were cute and all that, but that ended up, jacking us of all of our money, jacking us of our self-esteem, stealing away our opportunities, and putting us under the umbrella of whites. Right? You cannot be free if you are being educated by a white person, being having white media shoved down your throat. You end up giving all of your wealth away to go attend a school that's run by your oppressor, and then you go and beg for a job from your oppressor, and so you can live in the neighborhood that your oppressor lives in. None of that is connected to freedom, because you can't be free if you don't own anything. You can't be free if you don't own the land on which you stand. And so I think that that's one thing we got to understand, is that freedom is that ability to do what you want to do, and you can't do what you want to do if you don't own anything. And power is the ability to pursue your agenda, not other people's agenda, not taking cues from other communities. Like right now, we're still a little bit backward. We still look to we're like a puppy. Who looks to the master. How puppies look to their master to decide what to do next, if it's okay for them to go grab a piece of meat, right? Well, we're not puppies. We're human beings, and I think human beings are people that operate in a specific way. So let's be human, let's be proud, let's be free, let's be strong, and let's be powerful. Black power means that we don't hate anybody. We don't have to waste our time hating people. But it does mean that we don't sit around waiting for anybody's approval. We're not waiting for anybody's permission or anybody to validate us. We're going to validate ourselves. So Margaret Sanger, she was a person of her era. Maybe she wasn't as bad as they say. I have no idea. But I think that Planned Parenthood always had that crutch. And the fact that they always denied that, and they always wanted black people to sort of go along with their agenda without necessarily even considering that, some of this is wrong, some of this is racist, and that some of these problems do exist. That right there speaks to white supremacy, right? White supremacy is a fascinating thing in that white people have it for sure. Even what your white friends may have it. They may say, look, I love you, I like you, I want you guys to do well, but we're going to do it my way, right? That's white supremacy. Or you're going to believe what I believe. That's white supremacy. Or you're going to go to my school. That's white supremacy. You're going to work for my business. That's white supremacy. You're going to pay rent to me. That's white supremacy, right? And we sign up for that. We say, oh, thank you for letting us work for you. Thank you for letting us follow your lead. Thank you for letting us be like you. Thank you for letting us think like you. Thank you for educating us. And then you don't understand why you're not free at the end of the day. Well, because you can't be free if you're committed to a system and processes and ideology that are white supremacist in nature. You can't be free if you don't have sovereignty and the ownership of that which affects you. So that's what it is. That's my 2 cents. I hope that this helps you. I'm going to roll out of here because I don't want to talk too long. So have a good day, everybody. Hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button. Also, I want to remind you guys, speaking of wealth and sovereignty and ownership, we're doing in the Black Business School, we're doing something called the Black Stock Market Weekend. During the Black Stock Market Weekend, I'm going to spend 3 days teaching you guys an exclusive, never before seen 11-step methodology that I use to pick the perfect stock without it taking a lot of time. It's designed to show you how to pick good stocks for your portfolio without having to go through a bunch of annual reports, without having to go get a bunch of bad advice, or without chasing every silly trend, where you can build solid wealth for your family. I'm a finance PhD, so PhDs, we don't just read books, we write the books. We don't just regurgitate ideas. We come up with the ideas that are regurgitated by other people. We're not just financial experts. We train financial experts. So because Black people have specific needs as a community, we have specific challenges as a community, you must design a custom-made economic methodology for the Black community. So what I did was, because I obsess over Black people, I think about our community. That's my great challenge for this generation, for my entire life. I've put up specific methodologies that specifically help Black people, and it's not sort of the failed methodologies that you might get from other universities where they're just giving you sort of this one-size-fits-all approach, and they're telling you that the rising ship or rising tide will lift all boats. Well, our boats are different. Our boats have holes in them. Our boats need to be repaired. We're in different water. We're sunk at the bottom. It's a different situation, and so that's it. So if you want to join us for the Black Stock Market Weekend, by the way, if you're in the Black Stock Market program already, you can come for free. You don't have to pay a penny if you're in the Black Stock Market program. And if you want to do a 30-day trial in the Black Stock Market program, feel free to go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com, THE. That's theblackstockmarketprogram.com. A 30-day trial for just $1. So you can get in for $1 if you don't have any money. But if you want to just buy a one-time ticket, you can also buy a ticket at theblackstockmarketweekend.com, theblackstockmarketweekend.com. Once you get the content, you'll have it forever. It's yours. You can go log in whenever you want, and you can check it out 2 years from now if that's what you want to do. So the recordings and everything will be made available, and there's a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. So feel free to go to theblackstockmarketweekend.com or theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So take care, guys. I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.